Welcome back, my YouTube family. I'm your instructor Rashid, and today I'm going to take you through something really exciting and professional, a complete finance summary dashboard built in Microsoft Excel. This dashboard isn't just another report, it's a powerful analytical tool that gives you a full financial snapshot of your business in just one screen. So, if you've ever wanted to create a dashboard that's not only accurate but also visually stunning and interactive, stay with me till the end of this video because you're going to love every part of it. Let's explore this dashboard together and understand what makes it so effective. Left side panel, navigation menu. On the left side, you can see a clean and modern navigation menu with three main options: Overview, Revenue, Expense, and Profit and Loss. This menu makes it super easy to move between different pages or sections, giving a professional app-like experience inside Excel. You can even customize this to suit your company's branding. Simple, clear, and elegant. Now, at the top, we have our KPI summary cards. These are the heartbeat of any dashboard. We can instantly see total revenue. This shows how much income the company generated. Total expense. Every cost and outgoing payment is included here. Profit and loss. This tells us how much we're really earning after all expenses. Max revenue 1,394,446 shows the highest revenue achieved by any department or month. Max expense 724,537, the highest cost incurred in any category. These KPI cards give management instant insights without scrolling or filtering. It's all right there at the top. Expense by category. Here, we can clearly see where our money is going. This donut chart breaks down expenses into categories like rent, utilities, and office supplies. Each segment shows the amount and percentage, helping you identify which cost centers are consuming the most budget. This kind of visualization is perfect for cost control discussions. Revenue by category. Next, we have the revenue by category chart, and this tells us how the company earns its income. Here we've divided revenue into subscriptions, licensing, and product sales. By comparing these categories, you can easily see which business stream performs the best. For example, subscriptions generate the highest share, which could mean predictable, recurring income, something every business loves. Revenue versus expense by department. Bar chart. On the right side, this is one of my favorite visuals, the revenue versus expense by department chart. It compares how much each department, like operations, marketing, IT, HR, and finance, earns and spends. The blue bars represent revenue and the orange bars show expenses. Side by side, you can quickly identify which departments are profitable and which need cost optimization. This visual insight can literally help business leaders make strategic decisions within seconds. Profit by months, line chart at bottom. And right below, we have the profit by month trend line. This shows how profits have fluctuated across months, from January to December. This chart helps track seasonal trends or monthly growth, and you can easily spot months where performance dipped or soared. For example, you can use this to investigate what strategies worked well in high profit months and replicate them. Right side, interactive filters, slices. On the right side, we've added interactive filters. These make the dashboard dynamic and customizable. You can filter the data by year for multi-year reports, month to focus on specific periods, quarter for quarterly insights, department to analyze any specific theme, and payment method to check performance by transaction types like bank transfer, check, or credit card. With just a click, the entire dashboard updates instantly. That's the power of Excel interactivity. So, my friends, if you've ever wanted to transform boring spreadsheets into beautiful business dashboards, this video is your chance to learn every step. By the end of this tutorial, you'll not only understand how this dashboard works, you'll be able to build your own customized version that impresses your boss. So grab your coffee open Excel, and let's dive in together. If you enjoy this kind of detailed Excel training and want to keep learning dashboards, automation, and data visualization, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join our growing community of learners. Let's grow together and master Excel, one dashboard at a time. This dataset gives us a complete picture of all financial transactions in a company. Each row shows one transaction with detailed information. The transaction ID is a unique number that helps us identify each record easily. Then we have the date, month, quarter, and year, which tell us exactly when the transaction happened. The department column shows which team the transaction belongs to, such as finance, HR, marketing, or IT. The transaction type tells us if it's a revenue, money coming in, or an expense, money going out. The category gives more detail about what the transaction was for, like licensing, office supplies, or utilities. The amount shows the total money involved, while the payment method tells how it was paid by check, bank transfer, or credit card. The approval status shows whether the transaction is approved or still pending, and the responsible person tells who managed it. Finally, the amount with sign column helps us quickly see if it's income or expense, with positive values for revenue and negative values for expenses. First of all, head over to the Power Pivot tab and select Add to Data Model. Perfect. Now you can see your data has been uploaded into the Power Pivot module. Next, under the Design tab, select New Date Calendar Table. Once that's done, go back to Home and open up the diagram view. Here's where we'll create the connection. I'm going to connect the date table with the data table using a one-to-many relationship. Simply connect date from the data table to date in the calendar table. Now let's switch back to data view. Time to create some DAX formulas. First, let's calculate revenue. Revenue is equal to calculate, and inside calculate, I'll provide amount. Where the transaction type is revenue. Great. Now copy and paste that same formula, and this time replace revenue with expense. Next up, let's calculate the profit and loss. That's simply revenue minus expense. Finally, select all these three calculations, choose comma, and remove both decimal places. Now, let's go to the pivot table. Select pivot table and then press OK. Next, rename the sheet to revenue by category. In the pivot table, put category into rows and revenue into values. Perfect. Now go to the Insert tab and select a donut chart. Once the chart appears, right-click on the chart button and select Hide All Field Buttons on Chart. Then, select the legends and press the Delete key on your keyboard to remove them. Now, replace the chart title with Revenue by Category. Click on the plus button next to the chart and activate the Data Label option. To format the labels, first double-click on the chart to open the formatting panel. Then click on Data Labels. Go to Label Options and select Percentage and Category Name. Great. Now right-click on the Sheet tab and choose Move or Copy. Check the box that says Create a Copy and then press OK. Rename the new sheet to Expense by Category. Also, update the chart title to Expense by Category. In the pivot table, replace the Values field with Expense. Finally, double-click on the chart again to open the chart formatting panel. Click on Data Labels, go to Label Options, and once again, select Percentage. Also select Category here. Next, right-click on the sheet and choose Move or Copy. Check the option Create a Copy and then press OK. Rename the new sheet to Profit by Month. Now rename the chart title to Profit by Months. In the pivot table, replace category with months. Then replace expense with profit in the values section. Now, right-click on the chart and select Change Chart Type. Under the line chart category, choose this line chart. Finally, click on the plus button beside the chart and under grid lines, select Primary Major Vertical. Now once again, right-click on the sheet and choose Move or Copy. Check the box that says Create a Copy and then press OK. Rename the new sheet to Revenue versus Expense by Department. Next, remove month and profit and loss from the pivot table. Then, put department into rows, revenue into values, and expense into values. Now right-click on the chart and select Change Chart Type. Under the bar chart category, choose the stacked bar chart option and then press OK. After that, replace the chart title with Revenue versus Expense by Department. Finally, click on the plus button next to the chart and check the data label option here. Alright, let's keep going. First, right-click on the sheet and select Move or Copy. Check the option Create a Copy and then press OK. Now, rename the sheet to KPI Cards. Next, select the chart and press the Delete key on your keyboard to remove it. Then, remove Expense and Department from the pivot table. Perfect. So, this is now my revenue KPI card. Let's make a copy of this revenue pivot table. Paste it again, and this time, replace revenue with expense in the pivot table. Once more, copy and paste the pivot table, and now replace expense with profit and loss. Great. Now copy and paste the pivot table again. In this new one, put month into rows and replace profit and loss with revenue. Perfect. Now we have our monthly revenue. Next, copy this pivot table again and paste it in the next column. Here, replace revenue with expense. Now click on the filter button, go to value filters, and select top 10. In the dialog box, replace 10 with 1 because we only want the top 1 month here. Similarly, in the next pivot table, we'll do the same to find the top 1 expense month. Click on the plus sign to add a new sheet and rename this sheet to Dashboard. Then, increase the width of column B. Now, select this area and change its background color. After that, select column B and change its background color to blue. Go to the Insert tab and under Shapes, select the rectangular shape. Then under Shape Format, set its dimensions to 5.82 by 9.34. Under Shape Fill, choose the white color and set the outline to No Outline. Make one more copy of this shape and place it on the right side of the first card. Again, make another copy and adjust it below both of these cards. Next, hold down the Shift key and select both top cards to select them together. Go to Shape Format, choose Align, and then select Align Top. Now, select the top card and the bottom card, go back to Shape Format, and this time choose Align Left. Finally, make another copy of the shape and set its size to 11.85 by 9.06. Alright, let's move on to the next part. First, select row 2 and change its color to white. Now, go to the Insert tab and under Shapes, choose the rectangular shape. Once it's inserted, open the Shape Format tab, set the fill color to white and the outline color to white as well. Perfect. Now, make a copy of this shape, paste it right on top, and drag the upper shape slightly to the left side. Hold down the Shift key, click both shapes to select them, then right-click, go to Group, and select Group to merge them into one shape group. Great! Now select that small shape and change its color to blue. We'll use this as our design element. Go ahead and create a few more copies of this shape and paste them across the area. Hold down Shift again, click to select all of them. Then under Shape Format, choose Align Top and distribute horizontally to space them out evenly. Finally, select the other small shapes, go back to Shape Format, open the Fill option, and apply different fill colors to add some nice variation. Now let's bring everything together on our dashboard. First, visit all the sheets where we have our charts. Simply cut each chart and paste it onto the dashboard sheet. Once all the charts are on the dashboard, adjust them nicely on the cards you created earlier. Next, select the first chart, go to the Format tab, and set its dimensions to 5.4 by 9. Then, set the same dimensions for the second chart as well, so both look uniform. Now, hold down the Shift key and click on both charts to select them together. Under Shape Format, choose Align and then select Align Top to line them up perfectly. Now go to the Insert tab and select Text Box. Type Overview inside it. Then, under the Home tab, set the font style to Arial, make it bold, and change the font size to 14. Next, make the text center and middle aligned. Under the Shape Format tab, set the shape fill to 5% darker white. But this doesn't look great. It doesn't match our dashboard theme. So let's change the fill color to blue to match the dashboard background. Now make one copy of this text box and under Shape Format, change its fill color to no fill. Replace the text with Revenue. Next, make another copy and paste it below. This will be Expense. Then, make one more copy and replace the text with Profit and Loss. Hold down the Shift key and click on these three text boxes to select them all. Change their font color to white. While still holding Shift, click on the first text box to select it, then under Shape Format, choose Align Left. After that, select Distribute Vertically to space them evenly. Finally, go back to the Insert tab and under Shapes, select a shape, then type Finance Summary Dashboard inside it. Alright, let's link our KPI values to the dashboard cards. First, select the lower big card on your dashboard. In the formula bar, type equal to, then go to the KPI cards sheet, select revenue and press Ctrl plus enter on your keyboard. Perfect. That links our revenue value. Now do the same for the second card. Again, type equal to in the formula bar, switch to the KPI card sheet, select expense, and press Ctrl plus enter to execute it. Great. Now repeat this same process to display the remaining KPI values in their respective cards. Once all values are displayed, let's format them nicely. Select the first card and under the Home tab, set the text to right align and middle align. Also, change the font size to 20 to make it stand out. Next, select the second card and this time make the text right aligned again and middle aligned. Finally, follow the same formatting steps for the rest of the cards to keep everything consistent and professional. Now go to the Insert tab and select Text Box. Type Revenue inside the text box. Set the font size to 12, the font style to Arial, and make it bold. Next, make the text center aligned and middle aligned. Once that's done, adjust this text box to the top left area of the first card. Now, copy and paste this text box, place it on the second card, and rename it to Expense. Again, copy and paste the text box, adjust it onto the next card, and rename it to Profit and Loss. Next, copy and paste it one more time, move it to the next card, and rename it to Maximum Revenue. Finally, copy and paste the text box again, position it on the last card, and rename it to Maximum Expense. Now, let's make our dashboard interactive by adding slicers. First, select the first chart, then go to the Insert tab and click on Slicer. A dialog box will appear. Simply choose the slicers you want from here. Start by selecting the year slicer and drag it to the right side of the dashboard. Next, drag the month slicer and position it below the year slicer. Under the slicer settings, change its columns to 2. Now, adjust the quarter slicer below the month slicer and set its columns to 4. Next, click on the department slicer and set its columns to 2. Then, for the payment method slicer, set the columns to 3 and adjust it below the department slicer. Finally, make its columns 2 for better alignment. Perfect. This is looking good. Now hold down the Shift key and click on all the slicers to select them together. Under the Slicer tab, choose Align Left and then select Distribute Vertically to space them evenly. Next, under the Slicer tab, click on Quick Styles for Slicer and choose the blue style to match our dashboard theme. However, if you try slicing now, you'll notice it's not affecting the entire dashboard yet. Let's fix that. Click on the first slicer, go to the Slicer tab, and select Report Connections. In the dialog box, check all the pivot tables, then click OK. Now repeat the same steps for the next slicer. Go to the Slicer tab, click on Report Connections, and again select all pivot tables. Repeat this process for each slicer to connect them all. And now, if you click on any of the slicers, you'll see they're working perfectly, slicing through the entire dashboard. First of all, double-click on the bar chart. Then click on any bar, go to the series options, and set the gap width to 10. Next, select the Profit and Loss text box and drag it a little lower to adjust its position. Now, hold the Shift key and click on all the text boxes to select them together. Go to the Shape Format tab, click on Align, and choose Distribute Horizontally so that all text boxes are evenly spaced. After that, select the Overview text box and increase its height slightly to make it more visible. Now, go to the Insert tab, click on Icons, and search for Home. Select the Home icon, then search for Help, and select the Help icon as well. Insert both icons into your sheet. Under Shape Format, change the fill color to white and the outline color to white too. Set the size of both icons to 2 by 2 and then drag them into the menu bar to complete the layout. If you found value in this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on upcoming episodes. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning and keep analyzing.